Time now for Eyewitness News. Call 12 for action. Imagine going from driving one day to being totally dependent on others to drive you.
When a disabled Coventry man was stranded one too many times, he contacted problem solver Susan Hogan for help.
Well, they promise prompt and safe transportation, but a Coventry man says that's not always true for him. When a company failed to pick him up one too many times, he called 12 for action to put the brakes on his transportation troubles.
Getting around for Craig Sampson isn't easy. Injuries from a tragic car accident 30 years ago are progressively getting worse, to the point Craig says he can no longer drive. Losing his independence isn't breaking him, but what is driving him to his wit's end? Being left at the curb over and over again.
What bothers you the most?
Letting the doctors down. Having to call up and say, I can't make it. I have no transportation.
The number of missed doctor's appointments are racking up. Craig and his fiancée Beverly say the medical transportation companies had one excuse after another.
I said, you're telling me to call them. I call them. They tell me to call you. Does anybody there know what the heck they're doing?
Tired of the lack of dependability, Craig and his fiancée called 12 for action.
Watching Channel 12 and knowing your reputation for going over and getting the job done.
We've learned the Department of Human Services arranges medical transportation for people with disabilities. They use the RIDE program through RIPTA.
RIPTA tells us they often subcontract to other medical transportation companies, and Craig says it's those companies that were notoriously late or just never bothered to show up.
After we contacted RIPTA, we were promised Craig would never be left stranded again. And from this point going forward, he will be dealing with RIDE directly.
After contacting Mr. Sampson, the confusion of who's coming, what agency, we had told him that we would be willing to provide that service for him.
Now Craig can focus on feeling better and not feeling left out in the cold.
He got down there, he just came out the door and right into the truck.
Problem solved.
And if you have any issues with your transportation through the RIDE program, you can file a complaint. We've put all of the information you need on our website at WPRI.com. And if you have a consumer problem you need help solving, contact our Call 12 for Action Center Monday through Thursday from 11 until 1, hotline 228-1850. Or if you're interested in becoming a Call 12 for Action volunteer with me, you can call that same number you see right there on your screen. I'm problem solver Susan Hogan, Eyewitness News.